Hello friends, 704 days of war. Yesterday, a Ukrainian TV presenter who is deadly against the Russians, Yanuevsky, confessed 1200 Ukrainian soldiers are dragged off daily from the front, either killed or injured. In southern war zone on Kherson front, Krinky fight continues. There is a scorched earth in this area where Ukrainians are holding less than 1 kilometer square with approximately 100 troops. However, they are able to hold so, as I have told before also, with the help of long range artillery on higher ground from the western bank of Dnieper River, as well as superior in number Ukrainian UAVs being used against the Russian army. Situation is also heating up in Peshanovka area between Poeme and Podstepnoe area near railway bridge, probably a new Ukrainian bridgehead in making. On Zaporizhia front in Orikhiv sector, Ukrainians regained some positions in Novofedorovka area. Russian army advanced little bit towards west of Verbo. Otherwise, in the entire front on Orikho up to Rimivki salient, there are no changes. Coming to north, now fronts are moving. In Kupiansk direction, Ukrainian army recaptured part of lost positions towards Sinkivka, while Russians too moved in different directions towards Sinkivka and Kislovka outskirts. Russian army, after having taken over Krokhmalny, moved almost 300 meters ahead in north-northwest direction and captured Tabaivka. Here, Ukrainian troops have withdrawn and holding next line of defense close to Peshanov. As per an unconfirmed informations, Russians have also taken over Kotliarovka, or at least have entered inside this particular establishment. South of Kremina, near Belgorovka, fierce battle is continuing and Russians have made some gains towards north and east of it. In Liman directions, Ukrainians carried out offensive operation at Terny, Yampulovka and Torsky and thus slowed down the Russian offensive operations in these directions. In Bakhmut on northern flank towards Bogdanovka and near Chasiv Yar, the fierce battle is continuing. Krasnoye direction, Russians consolidated and expanded their control zone, while from the Kromov direction, Russians advanced almost 200 meters. Klishivka, no changes, and these informations I am giving you from the pro-Ukrainian Telegram channel. Marinka, Russians made further gains towards west of it, that is towards Georgievka, and moving towards Kurakhovo, which is quite far off as of now, and towards Novomikhailovka, no significant changes. In Avdiivka, in southern part, fight is continuing from Zarskaya Okota direction. Ukrainian commander in Avdiivka has said, our army is increasing number of attacks up to 50 battle per day. Yes, he could be right, as Ukrainians are holding Russian army advance in southern direction. Nonetheless, towards Pervomaisky, Russians offensive operations continuing and they made gains. In the meantime, Russian army in northern Avdiivka made gains towards Dacha near coke plant and from Kaminka direction, and these gains are accepted by the Ukrainian army officially. On interdiction missions, nothing very special today to report. Ukrainians are continuing shelling Belgorod and other regions. They also hit Novaya Kakhovka, while Russians hit ammunition depot in Slavyansk. They also hit Ukrainian targets in Kramatorsk, Kharkov and Kremenchuk directions. To conclude, I quote ISW, which says that Russians advanced near Kupiansk, Kremina, Avdiivka, and Russians also carried out interdiction missions but in limited fashion. Yes, in Avdiivka, heavy battle is continuing from both the sides using attacks, counterattacks, UAVs, artilleries, incurring heavy losses for both the sides. And Russians, though advanced in some of the areas and attacking almost all the areas, but the advance is pretty slow. But one of them is admirable, that is towards territory of air defense military of Ukraine between Spartak and Avdiivka city, where Ukrainian defense is formidable, like bunker up to 40 meters deep. From Gaza, nothing special from the northern side, where after retreat or withdrawal of IDF forces, Hamas army has again regained administrative control in north and have started functioning also as far as their municipal institutions are concerned. In central Gaza, the intensity of hostilities has reduced, while in south, fierce battle is continuing. On Lebanon-Israel border, the rocket and other form of shelling from the Lebanon side has increased tremendously. In south, fierce battle continuing, but no changes. Red Sea continues to boil as before, and in the meantime, Iraqi government asks US to withdraw its military from its country. Indian 10 warships, including 5 guided missile destroyers, are in Red Sea and Arab Sea. In Bahrain and Jordan, there were huge protests against the government for supporting Israelis and US military actions. Germany too witnessed thousands of protesters against right-wing rises. Anti-Russian Front, which is Ukrainian Center for Democracy, asked Meta or Facebook to approve anti-Russian propaganda, even which includes call to kill Russians. Ukrainian mayor of Lvov has said that his 2 eldest sons, who are carrying out their studies abroad, will join army later once they return back. North Korea continues experimenting while launching its several cruise missiles from its eastern coast. Finally, Biden proposed a compromise to its opposition that he should be allowed to send economic and military aids to Ukraine, and in turn he will allow Texan governments to continue fencing against the Mexican refugees. And that's all for the day, friends. See you tomorrow. Thank you.